Hey guys, I haven't uploaded on this channel in like 8 years, um, but I still had the channel. But I had a dream recently, and this dream had to do with Donald Trump's life and him getting another attempt on his life. I know recently there was one that happened literally like 3 weeks ago. I didn't anticipate to have this dream. Wasn't sitting around thinking about this. All I did was I was taking a nap. I was stressed out from work, so I took a nap. And during that nap, I had this dream, and I'm kind of iffy about sharing it, but I want to share it because it had a lot of detail in it. So I hope this doesn't happen, but this is the dream I had. So here we go. So I had a dream that Trump was at a conference. I don't know if it was a conference or a rally. I don't think it was a rally, but someone was about to give a speech, or Trump was about to give a speech, but the person before him was like from Great Britain. That's all I know in the dream. I don't know if it was like a prime minister or Great Britain prime minister or whoever, but I just knew in the dream it was someone from Great Britain. They gave a speech. Everybody, clapped and applauded him, and then it was Trump's turn. But before Trump gave his speech, there was like a commercial break. Commercial went on, and this is gonna sound weird, but it was as if I saw the sponsor of this event. I don't know if, well, I'll be honest, I don't know if this was a sponsor of this event or if this was just a random thing that happened in the dream, but it was like a commercial break, and a commercial of like a tampon company was showing. And the company name, it started off with the and then TE. The TE. And they had like a mascot or something like that. And the mascot was, if you ever seen Squid Games, the TV show, there's a statue of a girl that she says red light or green light. And when she says red light, if you're still moving in the TV show, you get shot and you die. Well, so there was something statue just like that. I don't know if this was a mascot for the company that was sponsoring this event, or if this was just for something else. I don't know. But I saw that same statue in the dream, and it felt like a commercial. I'm not sure, but it was like as if that same statue, but instead of it being an Asian girl, it was a white Caucasian woman, had a white face and blonde hair, orange overalls, and a lighter orange shirt underneath, kind of like the TV show. But it was basically, instead of it being an Asian girl, it was a white girl, the statue. And so then that went away. It was as if that was a commercial break, bam. And then Trump shows back up in my dream, and he's walking to the stage, getting ready to tell his speech. And then as he's walking, all of a sudden I hear a gunshot, and then something goes by. Heard a gunshot, and right when I heard that, I looked at Trump, and all of a sudden he went. I just saw his body kind of go like that. The thing is, everybody at this rally / conference, that's why I don't say it's one of his rallies. They were all of a sudden clapping and cheering that he just got shot, and even the newscast people, like camera panning for this event, they were excited. And then there was these Israeli soldiers in the front row, and they were clapping and cheering when they saw Trump fall down. They were like cheering, like, oh yeah, and clapping. And the cameraman zoomed in on these Israeli soldiers and said, man, look at these socialists clapping for what just happened. And right when the newscast person said that, the Israeli soldiers' uniform turned from like Israeli soldiers to Nazi uniforms. And it was weird. That happened. Then all of a sudden the scene switched. And I kid you not, it was like I was seeing breaking news all over Twitter. I was on Twitter, and I saw people basically saying, like, oh, this Trump is just going to get more popular from this. People were blowing up the internet. Like, the news were breaking, like, it just happened again. Like, that's what it felt like in the dream. Like, it happened, but like Trump survived again, like this most recent one. You know, everybody on Twitter was supporting Trump. Everybody like on the internet was like, okay, I'm voting for Trump. People were basically saying this event, it didn't kill him. So it just made him more popular. It made Trump even more popular. So I saw that. It was like breaking news everywhere. And it was making Trump more popular because he did not die. That's what I got from the breaking news happening. That he did not die. So, and then the scene switched. And I looked this person up. It was like her name, I believe, is Representative Nancy Mace. So basically, everybody was getting called up. All these representatives, Secret Service, everybody was getting called up because another attempt on Trump's life just happened in the stream that I had. And they weren't ready to like argue or discuss anything. The people at this like court session or whatever, they were ready to throw like politician leaders and people that were running Secret Service and all this stuff. They were ready to throw them in jail. They weren't looking to say have questioning or hearing events with them. They wanted to throw them in jail. So first person to walk in this court session was a Secret Service lady that just resigned. The one that just resigned because she didn't, do a good job on the first attempt on Trump's life. But in my dream, she walked in the court session and she was already crying, bawling her eyes out and scared because it was as if she knew she was about to get arrested because this was the second time. I don't know why in the dream she appeared again, even though she was already resigned. So that was weird in my dream. Like she doesn't work as a director of Secret Service anymore. But in the dream, she was getting called into this court session, even though she didn't work with them anymore. And she was already crying, bawling. And I kid you not, the representative, Nancy Mace, looked at this lady and said, "Get her the F out of my face. I don't know why she is here. She needs to be arrested now." That's what she said. And then a man that was sitting during this court session, he said, he stood up. He said, "I don't know why we're even here having these hearings. People need to be arrested now." And then someone that wasn't like a supporter of Trump was in this court session. He stood up and he was basically like, "Man, I'm gonna leave. We're not even talking right now." And he said, "You want to arrest me? Come arrest me." And it was like as if people weren't in this court session that was happening after attempt on Trump's life in the stream. People weren't willing to sit down and discuss it anymore. People were tired and people were wanting, all these politicians wanted other people arrested now. They were like trying to arrest people. They weren't trying to sit around like, "Oh, why didn't you have enough protection at this event, blah, 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 for Trump, blah, blah, blah." No, they wanted to arrest people now. People were ready to throw fists at each other at this court session hearing or whatever. So I saw all that, and they were arguing at this court session, basically ready to fight, physically fight each other and have people arrested like that at that moment. And then after I saw that, the dream ended. So I don't know if this stuff will happen. All I know is if I ever have a dream and it has a lot of detail in it like this one did, I'm like, okay, I start wondering if that's from God or not. And I'll be honest, I think it was from God. Because a lot of times I have dreams, I don't remember it. I went to sleep. I was not expecting a dream. I was not expecting no dream. I was not expecting anything to dream about. I just went to sleep and I had this dream. So I don't know. That's what I had. So thank you for listening.